Let's update you now on the situation in Potchefstroom, one of the sites of Youth Day celebrations today, the official National Government Youth Day event being held there. The Deputy President Paul Mashatile speaking earlier, also speaking to reporters after his address. Nqobile Madlala is there. She joins us now live. Nqobile, good afternoon to you. What's the latest there?
Well, Stephen, I think the entire commemoration focused quite greatly on how the youth has been affected by the unemployment. Each minister that took to the stage, and even each one that we spoke to, spoke about how their departments can come together in ensuring that they curb this unemployment rate that is growing at the stage. So we heard also from the deputy talking about how they have implemented some of the projects that will look into ensuring that youth can be active in terms of economy and can participate in most of what is taking place in the country. They've spoken about how they're collaborating with NYDA to ensure that there is some form of employment, but also in terms of entrepreneurship, so that they are able to create work by themselves. But Northwest is one of the provinces that is also faced by unemployment. In fact, one of the schools that we went to in that area specifically, they said that the municipality is looking at about 13% of unemployment rate in that area. So I'm going to bring in now the Premier of Northwest to speak to us about such issues. It's very important, of course, for the young people to be part of the economy, but this is not happening, Premier.
No, it does. It does happen, probably at a lesser scale because of the challenges that we have from a financial point of view. But I must really indicate that Northwest, indeed, yes, we take note and we accept that we have the highest numbers of unemployment in the country. We are the highest in as far as comparison with other provinces. But definitely, as far as we are concerned, what the Deputy President said today, we are using all various opportunities which are there, because South Africa is alive with opportunities. Also, what is key is for our people to understand how this information is disseminated and how are they utilize it for their own benefit. For instance, in government, what we have done, just as a demonstration, when we came in as the 7th administration, we said, let us be an exemplar. Let us ensure that the young people are given the opportunity to be absorbed permanently in government. We advertised all government posts, which were funded and vacant. More than 260 posts were advertised. Unprecedented, never happened anywhere in the country, and that's why we're about 70% to fill up those positions. We have invested close to more than 4,000 young people in the province through different departments to ensure that we skill them. They are placed in terms of interns, they are placed in terms of learnerships and so forth. And as a result of that, we have also said, once we have now developed a strategy of placement arising from this internship, it will then be communicated. But the reality is that, yes, we accept that one of the provinces that has a serious challenge. Over the weekend, I was in Taung, in what is called Khamaidi Traditional Council. In that instances, we have partnered with the National Department. We have set aside more than 750 million rand in the Northwest to deal with unemployment. So the Department of Employment and Labour has collaborated with the provincial government. And in that area, as I launched that project, they call it Labour Activation Plan. We have established a relationship with the Traditional Council. They have recruited more than 2,000 young people who are going to work on 3,000 hectares of land. For them to do to work on what is project that they call wide bean project, dry beans. And we are saying this is a market, it's already established. We said, secondly, this is an off-take that you are getting. So government supports them. They get an off-take, they get stipends, they got the market. If that project can be done to its full capacity with those 2,000 young people, it's going to create over 57 million turnover annually if it can be managed and be done properly as it's supposed to. So from where we are sitting as government, we are supporting young people who want to be supported as SMMEs. We support young people who want to be trained and skilled and who wanted to be upskilled. So from where we are sitting, we believe that we are doing enough, but it will not be enough because the demand is very high.
And Premier, that is the demand that the Deputy was touching on. Take me through the kind of conversation that you're having then in terms of ensuring that this is sustainable. Because yes, the project sounds brilliant and it sounds like it will get a number of people employed, but what about the other ones that are still out in the markets? There's even those that are not looking.
No, definitely. Once people have been secured and then they are given an opportunity, they must be supported. And that's why I'm saying I've even called private sector. And there are direct and indirect investment that are coming, which may then have to be sustained. We are looking at in the economic sector. We are looking at those who are playing a critical role. For instance, we are looking at the tourism part, the transport part, the mining part, the manufacturing part, the agriculture part. So all these sectors which are key in terms of the economy of the province, we are engaging and collaborating with the private sector on how to roll them out. But that's why we believe there is also appetite and interest of the private sector to come in. You know, in the next 2 weeks, I'll also be launching with partnership with Joda Pirdan, who has come on and said, I want to train young people on artisanal entrepreneurship. Now we have agreed. It's going to be launched in Matlosane, where more than 3,000 young people will be there, who are going to be developed into artisanal work and so on, and where they can then tomorrow open business, employ people, and try to mitigate. So government will put all those measures in place from time to time.
Thank you very much for your time, Premier of Northwest. Just highlighting there, of course, what is being part of these dialogues that's taking place behind closed doors, of course, with the Deputy President, but on how each province is actually pulling together and mobilizing government to ensure that they are curbing and stopping the unemployment rates that is increasing.